Now, back to Tiger Rag Radio.
Joining us now on Tiger Rag Radio, it is the head gymnastics coach, Jay Clark, as he joins us on the Max Home Hotline on Tiger Rag Radio. Coach Clark, thanks a lot for joining us on the final day of 2024, and a new beginning for your program begins on Friday when LSU Gymnastics host Iowa State in the Maravich Center. I would imagine there's going to be a banner drop on Friday night. Yeah. It's going to be pretty exciting. First of all, Coach Clark, Happy New Year. Congratulations on a great year last year, and I know you're so excited to get 2025 underway.
Well, Happy New Year to you guys as well. I appreciate you having me on again, and yeah, we're excited to get this thing going. And you're correct that we are gonna hoist that banner on Friday night in the PMAC and fill that space on the other side of the American flag, and it certainly will be a point of pride for the entire program and for our fans to enjoy. And then it's really about the business at hand, and we've got to get off to a start and get going here and start working out the kinks as we start down a road trying to pursue another one of those.
Well, obviously, when you win a championship, you can talk to any coach who's trying to repeat or defend the title. It's always a challenge. It's sometimes harder to win the second one in a row instead of as compared to the first. Oh. Give us an idea of the attitude of the team and the determination so far in the preseason workouts that you've had.
Well, you're right. If you approach it from the standpoint that you're trying to duplicate something or repeat something or defend something, then sometimes I believe that's trap thinking. So what we've talked about, as a group, is that this year's team is a completely different team in that it's not just the subtraction of people and personalities from last year's team or the addition of new personalities and personnel. It's also, you're filling voids. And so people that are currently on the team that were on last year's team, are growing into new roles that they may not have played. And so every team year over year has to adopt its own personality and its own mindset within the confines of the attributes and the things that we know have worked for us and that are important to sort of the bedrock values of our program. And so I think our kids have done a great job of staying within that, and they're saying the right things, they're behaving the right way, they're taking care of each other, and those are the things that we espouse around here and that we try to be better and better at year over year. And certainly perfection is unattainable in all areas, but it's something that we continue to try to improve on. And I feel good about where their minds are. We've got to get our physical health to a little better place as we go through the season. But I think we'll still be able to, get off to a really strong start and pursue this thing in the manner that we want to.
Talking with LSU Gymnastics coach Jay Clark on Tiger Rag Radio as he joins us on the Max Home Hotline. Tell us about the health of Haley Bryant, your All-American gymnast, one of the top gymnasts in the country, will not be competing Friday night against Iowa State with an elbow injury. How severe is this? And then who gets to step up? Who ends up filling? Because obviously she competes in all four events, so that means there's going to be opportunities for others.
Yeah, well, certainly not having Haley is not ideal. I can't imagine there's any team that would ever think that was an ideal situation for sure. But she tweaked that thing in the NCAA first or second round last year when we were in Arkansas, and we kind of battled it the remainder of the season. And this fall felt pretty good. And then at Gym 101, she felt something on vault and didn't tell anybody. Finished the exhibition that we put on that night, and then the next day had some swelling and was unable to totally get her arm fully extended. And we took some imagery, and there was something in there that gave cause for concern. Some swelling in and around that UCL ligament, and you got to be very careful with those. For those that follow baseball, that kind of injury, if you were to tear that, could result in what they call Tommy John surgery. So we're not wanting to at all be too aggressive with that. So I don't know, in terms of quantifying how serious it is. I think it's just going to be a week-to-week thing under the observation of the docs and the medical staff to make sure that we don't take some undue risk too soon. But we do anticipate being able to get her back this year and being able to hopefully on all four events, but we'll see where that goes. It's just, there's a lot unknown right now. And so it's hard for me to specifically answer that, but for now, she's out, at least for the foreseeable future. Well, we're going to have to count on a lot of people to step in. I think certainly the freshmen are going to play a big role. Kaylin Chio and Lexi Zeiss and Kalia Lincoln all likely will be in the lineup. Kalia is hampered by a shoulder thing, so we probably will only use her on one event. But the other two are ready to go on 4 events, and we'll fill a certain part of that. But there's other people. Liv Dunn was in a sort of a utility role for us in a lot of places last year, and she's ready to go and looks as good as ever, and probably will be able to step in on floor and balance beam. And I think Amari Drayton is another. She was a freshman last year that was really kind of limited to 2 events and is ready in the all-around on all 4 events now and looks as good as I've ever seen her. So I see her role expanding. So we've got pieces in place that can handle it, but at the same time, we still want to get Haley and Alona and Kylie Cohen and some of these kids that are coming out of injury going and get our full boat, our full complement, if you will, at some point this year.
Hi, I'm Mike Munderland, and we're here to smash the capital city's trash.
Smash My Trash is a revolutionary compactor for large dumpsters, sometimes reducing the volume of waste by up to 70%. This means fewer hauls per month and big savings for your business. Fewer hauls and compacted waste will also result in a positive impact on our community and our environment by taking up less space in our local landfill sites. Schedule your company's free demo today. Call 225-497-0101.
Every year, you always bring in a dynamic freshman class. I guess the lead gymnast out of that, and maybe that I'm not right when I say that, but Kaylin Chio, is that how she pronounces her name?
Yeah.
That would be the one, right? That I think we're going to see a lot of early.
Yeah, I think Kaylin arrived. It was a on paper the class was just tremendous. You had Zoe Miller and Kalia Lincoln and Lexi Zeiss, all elite international kids. Kaylin Chio was also a former elite international kid and had dropped back. The thing about Kaylin is that she showed up at the healthiest, and she came in at a place where she could jump right in and begin to contribute right away. The others had some things that we were rehabbing and trying to recover from when they arrived. And Zoe Miller ended up having to have her shoulder repaired, but I think Kaylin certainly is the one that, based on the fall, got out to the fastest start and probably likely will play the largest role, at least early in the season. Although I think Lexi Zeiss is really coming on as well and is ready to go on 4 events if we need to.
Tell us who's really, out of the ones that I guess, out of the group that we know that were part of that national championship team, the Aaliyah Finnegans and so forth, the KJ Johnsons, who's really looked strong going into the season and is healthy and could get off to a really good start.
Yeah, I think you said it. Aaliyah Finnegan looks as good as I've ever seen her. She, last year we were nursing a wrist thing most of the year and didn't have her on uneven bars the entire season. By the time we were able to get her going, it was too late to kind of really make a lineup change. She'll be in on all 4 events as of right now, and just really looks fantastic and is doing such a great job of leading too, because every year we've seen just year over year great growth in her maturity and her ability to have influence in the gym. And so I think of those names that you mentioned, Aaliyah is probably in the best spot to really get us off to a great start.
Coach, should be a fantastic season. Really looking forward to it. You got Oklahoma in the SEC, so that's going to be fun. We appreciate it, and we'll talk to you again more in 2025.
Yeah, I love how you classify what's fun. Bringing Oklahoma into the league is fun. Yeah, that's fun for you. Yeah, but we'll nonetheless, it'll be a heck of a season for our fans, and we'll enjoy it the best we can.
All right, Coach. Happy New Year. Thanks again.
Take care. Bye-bye.
It's time to start betting on yourself. Louisiana 988 can help if you're dealing with tough emotions caused by gambling habits. You can share as much or as little as you want, and it's completely confidential. It's free, available 24/7, and most people who reach out report feeling better right in the moment. Call or text 988 anytime.
Seasons Readings. Yes, readings from your friends with the East Baton Rouge Parish Library. Ring in the holidays with movies shown from the plaza of the library on Goodwood. Crafts galore. Please come and browse. And what would the holidays be without music? Your East Baton Rouge Parish Library will feature several concerts with unique artists. To get the full calendar of events, go to ebrpl.com. The East Baton Rouge Parish Library.